Hey y'all, happy Saturday. And yes, Charlene actually did post the DTLR meet and greet. And it's just crazy to me because I thought she was going to be posting part 2 to Carnation's birthday. She said she was going to do more after she dropped the twins off, and I'm just trying to figure out what happened. At the beginning of the video, Charlene decides to tell everybody that she is working on her book. She's trying to figure out what title to go with the book. And as I said before, Charlene, I wish you would actually read a book first. Wouldn't that be your first step when wanting to write a book? Reading a book to see how it goes? Even if she just gets on here and reads a book to the twins, or if she gets on here and reads a book to her older children, or even just goes to the library and gets a book for herself and reads it and tells us what she's learned, something. What kind of person just decides they want to write a book but doesn't even read?
Foolish lady.
Very.
Foolish lady.
You guys know I am working on my book, and I actually have some questions for you guys, like when it comes to like a title. Like, I'm so stuck on 3 titles right now, but I'm gonna drop down some titles, and I want you guys' opinion. So when I open up about my book a little bit more, I'll let you guys know. But I'm just so indecisive right now when it comes to the title and, of course, how I'm going to start it off. So it's kind of nerve-wracking, but like my mom said, she just said, open up the book, write it down, and just like, you know, go with the flow. So that is moving in motion.
Now, the only thing I don't like about this book situation is that, you know, it's going to be all about CJ. We already know. I mean, what else does she have to talk about? She refuses to talk about her first baby daddy, Jamie. She refuses to talk about her upbringing. All she says is she never had a father and her mother worked 3 jobs. Why can't we hear about that? We never get to hear about her upbringing, her life, how it was not having a father. I mean, there's a lot more to her life than just CJ. I mean, even her own daughter got on here talking about her first fight. Let us hear about your first fight, you know? Let us hear about why you didn't finish high school. Let us hear about why you fought your mom. Talk about how it was having a brother with a different dad than you and growing up. And I don't know if he was in his life, but how was that? If he was in your brother's life, how was that? Talk about why did you get pregnant at 16 and have a baby? Like, what made you even want to do that? Why did you have to move out of your mom's home? I mean, there's so much she could be talking about in this book. But everybody wants to hear about CJ. I want to talk about why you decided to take your 3 kids away from Jamie, even though he was in their life watching them while you went to work. I want to talk about why you allowed Jamie to watch your kids if he was so abusive, but you also left him with the kids while you went out to the club with your mom looking for another man. How many clubs did you go to looking for another man? And was CJ the first man that you came back with? Or was he just the man that you decided to end up with? How many men did you meet in the club that night? Was it just CJ, or was there many others? How many times did you and your mother go to the club looking for another man? What made you decide to have 2 more kids with Jamie after you saw that he wasn't helping you take care of the first one? I mean, these are just ideas off the top of my head because we don't really know Charlene. I mean, we used to think that she was just this nice and kind person and she really appreciated CJ, and now we realize she's somebody else.
Smoothly. I'm not going to talk too much, but I'm just glad of how smooth it's going because, first of all, I don't have the twins with me. That's a plus.
So maybe Charlene is finally realizing that, yes, it is great to have a father figure or father in your kids' lives because you can allow him to take care of the kids and then you can go and do what you want to do. I mean, everybody has been saying this for a long time. You're not alone raising those twins. CJ wants to be there. It's up to you to be the bigger person and decide to let him do that.
I'm working on a documentary. So, yeah, I got the idea from one of the chats. And you guys said you guys did want a documentary, so
Charlene is trying to do a documentary, okay? A documentary. I don't know what that is. Maybe she means documentary? A documentary, Charlene. Now, my thing is, I don't think this is going to happen. As you can see on the screen, this is what a documentary is, and Charlene cannot do this, y'all. She cannot. She lies all the time. Lies about anything and everything. She's always a victim. How are you going to make a documentary when you can't even speak the truth and speak real life? She lies and says she doesn't celebrate holidays. She lies and says she never kept the kids away from CJ. She allegedly lied about Jamie beating her up. If she's going to do this documentary, then she's going to need to start being real, being honest, and telling the truth. That's the only thing people are going to want to know.
Going to be working on that, and hopefully I can get that to you guys like soon, like with the next couple of weeks or so. So guys, I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
And then you hear that? She says her documentary will be done within the next couple of weeks. Girl, is she crazy? Does she not understand what a documentary is? Oh my goodness. She cannot be for real. Now, I don't know if anybody caught it, but Charlene just continued to say the wrong name for the store. She keeps saying DTRL. DTRL, DTRL. Charlene, the name is on the building. It is on the bags that your children got clothes in. I mean, it's everywhere, and she keeps saying DTRL. It's DTLR.
Diligence, they get to go do a little bit of shopping. So shout out to DTRL and Cheryl, I believe that's what her name is. She's gonna take the still at the little meet and greet. Shout out to everybody that came out. The kids got a little due diligence. They get to go do a little bit of shopping. So shout out to DTLR and Cheryl, I believe that's what her name is. We still at the little meet and greet. Shout out to everybody that came out. The kids got a little due diligence. They get to go do a little bit of shopping. So shout out to DTLR. Okay, y'all, DTLR, we turned up, y'all. Hey.
Now, this next scene, you will hear some guy talking to Charlene. Honestly, it sounds like he's trying to flirt with her and trying to take her out. They never showed the guy's face, but this is what he had to say.
Thank you. Love it. Very friendly here.
You went to the gallery mall, right?
Yeah.
You like it so far?
It was a quick in and out.
So I know people that work here. I'm just saying you have a tour.
Okay.
I got you. They have a pool day.
Ooh, I think they had an ice skating rink.
Yes, they do. So I'm just saying.
Oh, you want to, where are your characters right now?
I do Caribbean.
Give me your information. Yeah.
Like, I know
Need some more?
Okay. Do you like soul food?
I love soul food.
So check this out, right? There's this place called Rezu. Thank you so much.
Now, shout out to DTLR and The Bake. They did allow the kids to get clothes for free, and that is always appreciated. I mean, Charlene isn't able to go and do shopping sprees for them anymore. The kids are getting bigger, so they need clothes. So I'm sure that was greatly appreciated and very much needed. I also want to point out this woman right here on the screen. She decided to come in there with her kids, and of course the kids were excited to see Charlene's kids, but this woman said, oh, we're not going to talk about the other side. We're not going to talk about the other side. But this is the same woman that asked about the twins. And I mean, come on. The twins have a father, and his name is CJ So Cool. So what are you talking about? You're not going to talk about the other side. Those are his kids. It just makes me wonder, does this woman have her children's fathers in their lives? And, you know, maybe she doesn't, and that's why she can relate to Charlene so much and say, don't talk about the other side, because maybe she's going through the same thing. I don't know. In my opinion, the event was pretty empty. I didn't really see that many people. It was a whole bunch of kids and their parents that brought them, but it really wasn't the support that Charlene gets online in person. Y'all gotta let me know what you think about this video. What did you think about her meet and greet? What did you think about Charlene trying to do a book and a documentary? Just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next one.
Non-rubber boots, Mom? No non-rubber shoes? Nope. Okay. Mom's trying to get her electric powers going on, so she's trying to find some rubberless.
So I can ground to the earth
So you can ground to the earth.
without wearing shoes on. When I'm wearing, some places won't let you have shoes on, so if you don't have the shoes that don't have rubber, you can ground still.
Yeah, I don't
And
know if you
walking
guys know
barefoot
that
everywhere.
rubber, it stops our electricity that's supposed to come from the ground. I guess I'm just saying a little bit too much.
KK later. Can't mix that with my love, Rico.
What do you mean? You making this chat all about love is about sacrifice.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. Oh my God. That's when I got lost in the sauce and then I had to re-wake up.
Man, I don't care about the reason.
Ugh.